Guitar geeks, amplifier aficionados, and purveyors of effects pedals. Today, on the 7 minute mark, we're going to do something called whiskey. Not just any whiskey, but it's Jack Daniel's barrel proof whiskey. This, as far as I know, in my research, is the highest proof Jack Daniel's that you can buy. Essentially, it's called barrel proof because it's not much different when they put it into age into the barrel as to when they pour it. Old number 7, as we all know, 80 proof. This stuff rounds up to 132 proof. Or as this bottle says here, 131.6. That's a lot of proof. It's a lot of whiskey. And let me tell you something. I've drank Booker's, which is an offshoot of Jim Beam now. And that clocks in at about 127 to 129. Delicious. Strong, though. I mean, really strong. I've tried Rare Breed by Wild Turkey. That's around 108 proof, give or take. Delicious. Strong. I've tried other whiskeys and other bourbons that are on the higher side. Knob Creek, as we all know, they make a Knob Creek 120. 120 proof. Strong. But as strong as these are, they've got a very subtle, smooth taste. When you drink it and you compare it to the 80 proof cousins, you notice a difference. The difference is there's a heat and a burn that goes down your whole esophagus. It's pretty cool. I poured a little bit in a glass here. I'm just going to taste it. So I've been trying. As you can see, the bottle's not full. I've been trying it. I've been enjoying it, and I've been trying to kind of interpret what the taste is. But let's go ahead and give it a sip. Wow. Wow. I need to actually take a little bit of water. And I'm not ashamed to say that because this stuff, if you've never tried it, you owe it to yourself to go out. If you like bourbon or whiskey, and the name is interchangeable, there's very subtle differences. I mean, Jack Daniel's is known for taking their product and putting it through sugar maple charcoal. They make pellets. They first roast the woods, the old barrels. They create charcoal out of it. They even take that charcoal and they immerse it in 140 proof Jack Daniel's, and they go ahead and they let their new make just sift through it. Then they bottle it. It's got a very unique character. It's different. It's a unique taste. It's not like anything else I've ever drank. I really like Jack Daniel's. What I like about this offering is the fact that it's just top shelf. You know, these top shelf proofs, higher proofs, barrel proofs, and they call them cask proof in the Scotch world. They call them barrel proof in the American whiskey / bourbon world. It's when it's right there. It's actually the proof that the manufacturer, or the rectifier, as they used to be called in the old days. I learned this term, the rectifiers, put into the barrels. And I learned something else in researching a little bit on this, because I'm interested, is that basically the reason that a lot of the alcohol is watered down is because it's taxed based on proof. So there's a reason that you're going to find a premium price on a bottle like this, or a bottle of Booker's, or something that's a higher proof. And I'm not talking about stuff that's 40 years old, 50 years old in the Scotch world. I mean, that's just longevity and scarcity. This is scarce to a point. That's relative, and that's debatable. That's like limited baseball cards. Yeah, limited to what? 5 million? We don't really know. But I will tell you this. It's taxed based on proof. So they're paying where the government's taking a bigger cut based on the proof. But all that aside, I have to tell you that this whiskey is delicious. It's strong. I mean, if you like a good buzz from a shot, from a glass, this is going to do it for you. I mean, if you've been drinking a long time and you sip on 80 proof whiskey or bourbon, yeah, you're going to get a little bit of a touch there, but you might need another glass and you're going to get your buzz. This stuff, some people recommend, and I recommend if you like putting an ice cube in something, this would be perfect because some people claim, and I haven't done it because I personally don't believe in taking, a good bourbon or a high octane bourbon or whiskey and putting water in it. Basically, I like it to be neat. I like to experience it that way, but it supposedly releases some of the flavors, and I guess that's true to a point. I'm not a snob. I don't really get into all that stuff, but I just know that one thing. I wanted to do this video because I really found this. I'm excited about it. It's delicious. It ran about $64 for the bottle, which is expensive in my world anyway. But it's not like some things you could buy that are just ridiculously priced, and I can't see, and I don't have the money to spend on that. But this is right in the ballpark. It can be done. It's something that you have occasionally. You invite somebody over, you want to impress them with something that's different, especially if they like it and they like drinking. This will do it. So that is, and describe it to you again. It's just, I'm not going to go through all the bullshit about the hints of this and the hints of that and the nose and all that garbage. I'm just going to tell you that this stuff packs a fucking punch. It's going to hit you and it's going to wake you up. It's going to get your attention. I don't care how many years you've been drinking. You take a sip of this or a shot, especially if you take a shot of this, you better be ready to chase it with something because I don't care who you are. This stuff will get your attention. So we've reached the 7-minute mark and I want to thank everybody and please hit like, subscribe below, and I got plenty more content coming. All right, man. Peace.